Hello, beautiful, and happy spring in real time. I'm Blythe Stevens, MFA Bliss Catalyst, and creator of a Blythe Coach, where I help multi-passionate creatives dance through difficulty. Today, our multi-passions are taking us to the analog notebook realm and my currently inked fountain pens for spring 2026, which I use in a variety of notebooks. My basic black Lamy All-Star typically makes quick notes and my daily log in a Moleskine cahier, pocket sized. And then my colorful pens I use in my sketchbook, in letter writing, in morning pages writing. Here's a new notebook for morning pages this season, a recycled grid notebook from Sigil, let's see, from Sigil. And then I use my most colorful pens in daily planning, also in my quarterly or seasonal book, which is in a Clairefontaine or Rhodiorama dot grid notebook. Here's the sticker from it. So trying to minimize chaos this time. It's a little tricky since I've got 14, 15 pens or so in rotation right now. The difference for my spring currently inked being only changing out colors actually in about 4 pens, and the rest, many of the colors are actually married, they call it, with fairly permanent ink. I've found a combination that I really love and I want to be able to write with regularly, and so I am continuing to do that. And while keeping the variety while switching out some colors to fit the season and my mood. I have a couple of, well, a few pens actually that are needing first aid or repairs. Sadly, I named this one Dawn, this beautiful Aubergine Lamy All-Star. I'm going to go today actually and see if I can maybe exchange it. It seems to be defective. I tried a number of inks, none of them quite worked. It would start writing and then stop. Tried a Lamy cartridge here, it's not working. Cleaned it out. Don't know what's up with this one. It's so beautiful, but sadly won't be in use this season. And also my lovely Mamba, it's actually a Hongdian Black Forest in black, and I dropped it on the Fude nib, sadly, and now it does write, but it's not beautiful and smooth and doing the Fude thing where you can tilt to write very narrow or very broad, sadly anymore. I'm really bummed about that. It's such a tough pen, but not if you drop it right onto the tip. It's not. Anyway, the pens I definitely have in a regular rotation right now. Always standard, always reliable. What was to be my one pen before I really caught the bug, or led me to catch the bug, we say, is this lovely, its name is Elsta, and that's a magpie in German. It's a Lamy All-Star with, I changed it out for an extra fine nib for that daily writing, and it really is so juicy. It still writes pretty broad, and it always has octopus fluids, document, black, and it's just wonderful. I have to clean it out every now and again since it is a document ink, a permanent pigment ink. But other than that, it works so, so well. I love the deep, dark blackness of it, and yeah, also the permanence of it. It's impermeable to water, and so we end up with a permanent, it's good for envelopes. And octopus. I'm testing out this paper for the first time, and it's a recycled paper. It didn't say high quality, but so far it's working really great. Feels nice and smooth and is not bleeding or ghosting or any of that. So, octopus. Document. Black. What are we doing here today? We'll just go like this. Yeah, a few S's. Just to get a sense of the color. There's not like shading in that or anything, but some of these have some beautiful, brilliant, and amazing shading. So stunning. So while this never changes, it is just a really trusty and reliable and constantly inked pen in every season. Always very legible, even in low lighting conditions. Just, I do really love that combination. It is pleasing enough as well as utilitarian. So on this Rhodia dot pad, again, which I use primarily for letter writing and such, we've got my Pilot Elite pocket pen. It's a vintage pen. With a very cool script nib, which is gold, I forget, 18 karat, I think. And it has Ferris wheel press, beaver, damn brown in it, a lovely dark, creamy, purpley brown. That's how I found it, was looking at those purpley browns. Lakritz is licorice. Lakritz. And I love the name, Beaver Dam. Dam, not Bam. Beaver Dam. Brown. See, it is chaos. I can't do a currently inked without chaos. Well, that's okay. That's the reason why I even do this sort of content, is in the interest of going behind the scenes in the creative process and talking about creative materials as well as creative products, the process, what brings me joy, and in this case particularly keeps me motivated to keep writing those morning pages, to keep bringing me back to my daily and weekly and monthly and long-term collections and logs, journaling, writing articles, make it a little extra fun and attractive to my inner artist child. So whatever tickles your fancy or ignites your creative spark, that's the game, is finding what lights you up in that way and then using said materials to create the work you're here to create. This is Jazzy, my Kaweco student, my original Kaweco student. I love this pen. You'll see I got another one. I love it so much. It's a Kaweco student, like I said, in a bold nib. And it has Ferris wheel press. Unfortunately, a discontinued ink, oyster hour. I don't know what I will do when I run out. I'll probably need to find a replacement, something else moody and dirty and sort of gold and brown. That width of nib is great to show the shading. And it's not shimmering, but it has sort of an iridescence to it that I love, that really gives that oystery sort of feeling. Great for accents, lovely to write for longer sessions too. One of those colors of ink that I would have never guessed would so appeal to me, but it's almost mesmerizing to write with it, to watch it go down on the page. As the kids say, I'm obsessed. So pretty. So then we'll move into the sort of reds and pinks. And it's confusing because I've got pinky purple too. So let's get in here with Vita, my Lamy All-Star, in, I think it's called Violet, and it has a medium nib on it, although I could really go with something finer too. Again, it's so juicy. Rohre und Klingner make this ink. Oh dear. Sorry about the tripod wiggle. It is called Alt Bordeaux. And it's a really deep Bordeaux wine color. Sort of purpley, sort of reddy. Always gorgeous. Here comes Benny, my favorite gift pen. Well, actually I have two. Really love liquids too. That was a gift. But Benny is my magic wand. Benny is a Benu Briolette pen in fine, and is always sporting these days. Another Rohre. I have 3 Rohre and Klingner inks in the lineup. This one's called Solferino. And it's just such an amazing fuchsia, magenta, stunning. I don't love all colors of this sort of type and family, but this one it was love at first sight. Saw other people sampling, swatching, writing with it online, and knew I had to try it out. And it's also just wonderful to write with. Not a whole lot of shading, not any shimmer, but just the color makes me so happy. Oh, Solferino, so smooth, great for long writing sessions in this Briolette pen. Just one of my favorite combinations, and so I don't switch it out. Are we having fun yet? Yes. Oh, I'm having all the fun with this next color. Another sort of instant love. I do love this stone. The pen's name is Blossom. And it is the Blossom color. Peony Blossom, I think, is what it's called. Kaweco Perkeo, of which I have several, really of nice, affordable, sort of beginner pen, they call it, or one that you don't have to worry about being precious about it. It's a Pelikan Edelstein, or a precious stone, rose quartz, and it has sort of those pinky, purpley, pretty, amazing shading like the stone has. Blossom, like the show back in the day. And Pelican, you can say in America. German is Pelikan. I think the company actually says pronounce it however you pronounce pelican in your country. But anyhow, it's rose quartz. And I think this is kind of a permanent match with this pen too. Sometimes I try other pinks, but I always come back to this one. And it is just perfect for spring and cherry blossoms, and we do have them raining down right now in Cologne, and I just love this time of year. I got allergies, but I don't care. I love the flowers, the longer days, the more sunshine, the amazing abundance of life returning, those amazing chartreuse greens of the bright leaves, as well as all the pretty flower colors. And another color that fits perfectly with like the yellow of daffodils, or a lot of sort of orangey daisies, things that are coming up. I named this pen Pele, for the goddess of fire and new life, volcanoes in Hawaii. She has many significances, but this pen also does have molten rock and lava and fire on it, so I thought that was fitting. It's a Parker Vector, and inside is Lamy. I'm writing at a weird angle here, so we're a little struggling. Mango is orange, but also I see red and yellow, and I love that multiplicity, that depth that it has, that versatility, great for accents. I don't do long writing sessions with this particular color, but it makes an incredible accent that I use all the time. Let's see it on this paper. I get to go visit home in Hawaii soon. And it's also perfect, of course, for tropical flowers and fruits. And the fire of the volcano, maybe we'll get to see some lava. We'll see. It's really interesting to see how it looks on different papers on the dot grid and the grid. And then this dot grid is cream. It certainly brings out that warmth. And it's nice and easy on the eyes on a regular basis too, I must say. Lamy, excuse me. That's my American coming out. Lamy. Mango. Yum, 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 yum. Also a special edition ink. I couldn't try a sample first, but I was pretty sure I was going to like it, and indeed I do. we're gonna move into some cooler tones. I've got another sort of permanently inked pen, my cute little Kaweco All Sport that is called Stony. It's the stone washed one in a, Kaweco Sport little cutie pocket pen in a fat double broad. Shows the shading so amazing of this ink, but it definitely is juicy and wet and broad and makes my handwriting kind of giant. So let's see if we can fit this in here. Robert Oster, or Oster in Australia, makes this ink, and it's called Summer Storm. But I like this purpley gray all year round. It's really gotten also sort of married to this pen. We'll have to see about that, because I would also love to see some other shading colors in this double broad, but I'm having a hard time letting it go, this particular color. So pretty. This lovely. Amazing to see how the different line widths look. Earlier I did a rainbow, but then my rainbow got messed up, my rainbow order of curly inked. So now I'm sort of grouping light colors together, but not necessarily trying to do a perfect rainbow. And if it turns to chaos, it's okay. The next couple of pens I've been having trouble with, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped about this one, actually. This lovely Kaweco Brass Sport I've named Messy, and it had Blue-Eyed Mary in it last month from Juan Klingna, and worked a absolute treat. And somehow with, I guess it's an ink problem, with Amazing Amethyst from Diamine also worked just fantastic at first, but with a refill, it is choking. I don't know why, question mark. If you know what the deal is with that ink, or why a pen would go from working so very well to it's like dry and squeaky and not really. Let's give it another try. After having said that, let's see if maybe it'll give us a little something. See, no, not really. Why? Yeah, so a Messy has Diamine Amazing Amethyst in it, which is like the rose quartz after a semi-precious stone, and it's absolutely a gorgeous ink, just an incredible color. But yeah, are we getting that? Can I? Oh, maybe we are starting to. Messy is it's barely legible, and it truly is darker than this, but we're gonna get what we get, I guess. A brass sport. Oopsie, bumped my tripod again, excuse me. And a medium. Hey, this is better than nothing, but it's not giving you the full effect of the ink at all, or the pen, unfortunately. Maybe I can show you last month's not last month, last season, I guess. Blue-eyed Merry Enjoyment. No, can't find it. Okay. So Amazing Amethyst is usually a beautifully shading but dark to light purple. And somehow it's just writing very, very, very dry and even drying out. I just cleaned out and refilled, and I'm not really sure what is happening here, but I'll investigate. Not so amazing amethyst at the moment, I swear. I even bought the 80 ml bottle, like an extra big bottle, because I was so impressed and so excited about this. And I haven't heard anyone else online on YouTube mention anything difficult about it when they're sharing about this ink. So what is happening? I really enjoy it, but not if it doesn't work. Yeah, Shada. Fun pen though. It's so heavy as in the brass that you maybe saw on the aluminum sport. I do post it like this to make it a longer pen, a heavier pen. This one I tend not to. I just hold the cap and write. It's long enough that I can write pretty comfortably with it, and it's then not too heavy. But yeah, I really wish we could show you better, show me, future me better, as I refer to this, how the ink works, but life goes on. Having a similar problem sometimes, not right now, hopefully, with the next pen. Also writing really dry. Hello, it is Vida, there we go. A Lamy Safari Vista, the clear demonstrator in a medium. Oh, now we're rolling nicely with Diamine. It was originally an ink vent ink, I guess, but I picked up a full bottle. Jacaranda or Yacaranda. Oh, such a lovely lilac blue purple. I mean, having just the funnest time with that. Always. I can't wait. Hopefully there'll be some jacarandas in bloom when I also go home. We have some lovely jacaranda trees on the Big Island. And kind of like the cherry blossoms here in Cologne and places like that. It just rains down an absolute carpet of blossoms when they're blooming. And I find the colors so, so beautiful in nature. Glammy, Diamine, what am I thinking? Not thinking, I'm speaking. It is a Diamine ink, which are pretty reasonable to buy here. Since it's a British company, it's not too far away. Jacaranda. My tutu also loved those trees. So that one's writing nicely again. Hurrah! And the rest are quite reliable writers. From here on out, I'm feeling good. So those two purples are a couple of new bits for the spring, but this one, this dusky, Lummy. Safari in Deep Dusk. Has another diamine ink in it. Sargasso Sea. Like the deep, deep, deep ocean. This pen has a medium nib in it, and then it's another one that's so juicy. I could definitely put, for daily writing especially, a finer nib in it. It makes my writing a bit broad, and since it's not like a shading ink, that broadness, I just noticed I have some fresh ink on my fingers. Yay! Since it's not a big shading ink, putting it in a broader tip doesn't really showcase the color any differently or better, I find. It just makes it really dark, but very, very readable. Lovely. Super reliable, very wet. And a nice standard businessy looking, but also it has something. This Sargasso Sea is not just, I guess it's a blue black, but to me it just does look like deep, clear ocean water. Which also makes me think of home. As do the next few colors. Here in Clara, my gorgeous clear, even the feed is clear, Kaveco Perkeo. Does have a medium nib on it. Such a fun little pen. This version in particular that has that clear feed. I love putting bright colors in it and getting to see them flow, especially when you first put the cartridge or the converter in and watch it flow into the clean feed. It's something. It is really something. This is a special edition Rohrer and Klingner ink. Blue-eyed Mary. And what a fantastic teal aqua color is that. Another one that I saw others using it and was influenced. It does have shading. It looks differently, darker in a wider, in a broader nib. Darker or with more shading variation, I guess you could say. It's bright, but not neon. Like I also have Kaveco Paradise Blue cartridges, and they're pretty, but I find that's like a neon highlighter, like shave ice syrup blue. And this one's just a bit deeper, still very bright and happy, but less, yeah, neon in your face. Goes really well with this color and this color and all my whole spring sort of thing. Like I said, I did try this color in Messy as well. It was gorgeous, but I thought it would also look really fun, and is super fun in here for my spring lineup. So having tons of fun writing with that. It's also very reliable, can be used for longer writing sessions, comfortable. A little bit moodier of a blue here in a very springy colored pen as well, but a little bit more, it's light, but also very multifaceted. This pen's name is Skylar. It's a sky blue Lamy Safari with its original medium nib on it, and another Robert Oster or Oster ink. It's called Wind. It has a few different elements: wind, earth, fire. Oh, I have a sample of the fire. It's also very pretty, kind of like the mango, this yellow, orange, red gorgeousness. This one is like blue, pink, purple, depending on the paper and the ink, the nib, the pen. Another one of my favorites. It's pretty much married to this pen. Every once in a while I'll try another light blue in here, like maybe Lamy turquoise cartridge or something while I'm traveling, but I love having wind at my disposal at all times. This is Demi. It is my other Kaveco student in the demonstrator. So pretty. And it looks fun with shimmering or inks that are, you could also see through there. And this one, I think is slightly clogging the feed, but I'll wash it out and it'll be fine. Kaveco student, also in broad, I'm pretty sure. Diamine. And this one's fun for winter, but I thought also for springtime. Last season, so for winter, I had Golden Ivy. It's dark green with gold shimmer. And that was so beautiful in here. And now I have one that was a gift from friends. Spearmint Diva. It's in their Shimmer-tastic line. And so they're very sparkly, but also very wet and just such a pretty blue-green color. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna switch over to a different color in this pen. I'm having fun trying different colors in this pen for summer, but until then I'm having a fantastic time with this ink as well. Makes lovely accents and is also writable for pretty long sessions, but again, that intense sparkle makes it skip every once in a while. I think it might be clogging the feed, but I have a bulb syringe that I've been using to help. Harry, my haricot vert green, green bean. I think of it, it's called jungle green, I think, but Harry is a Kaveco Perceo with a fine nib with octopus, fluid, standard, moss green or moss green. I always have this color in here too. It's the first green I picked out, kind of a standard green, but I really love it. It has some interesting shading depending on the width of the nib and the paper and all that stuff. This Perceo is not quite as nice as the clear one and the pink one that I have. Something about the nib's a little squeaky and weird sometimes, but it works well. It's reliable. It's fine. It was cheap. And so I'll keep using it until it breaks or I lose it or whatever happens. Yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pens. Like I said, this poor baby is writing sort of like that, but not really. I don't know if it can be fixed, but its name is, hello, so sad, Mamba. Forest, it has Kaweco, smoky gray ink in it. And I don't know if I can repair it or get a new one or what, but that is also kind of in the lineup. And this one, if I can get it to work. So there we have it, my full spring currently inked lineup as it appears in this Rhodiorama notebook by Claire Fontaine. Cream dot grid paper in this sigil notebook. Oh yeah, I wanted to show as well how it's appearing. You don't see it all on the other side, or barely. A couple places where I really got in there with the little swatch. It is also ghosting a tiny bit, but not too much. In here, it's also high quality paper, so you barely notice a thing. On the Rhodia dot pad, in my Canson sketchbook, and ink log. This guy was missing, but let's see if we can write in there. Messy. And also in this teeny weeny little Rhodia lined pad with bright white paper. Which it seems to like this paper the best. I'm going to say amethyst. We know. Aren't they all so lovely? I am enjoying them very much. It is absolutely so much fun writing with fountain pens. If you also enjoy, you understand. If not, you can definitely skip over to one of my other videos that have more to do with other areas of the artistic process with ballet, dance, mindful movement, creative living, equipping and empowering folks to live wonderful, creative lives. Thank you for joining me, for thinking about color and writing and creativity and organizing a spring palette of colors, either in spirit or in fact. Take good care of yourself and pay attention until next time. I look forward to it.